Hi, we're here with John Mulkey, the housing guru, and John is going to give us the top 10 home repair tips for homeowners. So, John, we're going to start with number 10. Tell us what it is.
Well, one of the things that's critical, I think, for homeowners to always understand is the location of their furnace filter. Often neglected, the furnace filter is easy to forget because it's usually in a location that's hard to access. So it's a good idea to keep it changed. It will extend the life of the furnace. It will also make the unit operate much more efficiently, making you warm in the winter, more cool in the summer.
Perfect. That's a good tip. Let's move right on to number 9.
Homeowners need to understand about the basics of caulking. Outside the house, the caulking begins to break down after a year or so. It's a good idea to understand how to do a little bit of caulking just to look for those places to keep down the infiltration of air from the outside, and there again, making your home more comfortable. Going on to the next one would be caulking again on the inside of the house, understanding bathroom caulk. Doing a little sealing so that you don't have to worry about water penetrating the area around your bathtub, shower, and so forth. Anywhere that you have cracks in the grout and so forth can be sealed with caulk.
So simple caulking, number 8 and number 9. Let's move on to number 7 then.
I would say homeowners need to understand about leaky faucets. It's easy today for homeowners to go to the big box stores, the home centers, and get the repair items necessary to stop a leaky faucet, and the instructions are right there on the package, so many homeowners are choosing to do those themselves. You'll not waste water, and you'll avoid the irritation of a dripping faucet.
And we all want that. What's number 6, John?
Understanding how to unstop clogged drains. One of the things I recommend is that people pour a cup of white vinegar down a shower drain in their bathroom sink once a week, and that'll help keep your drain clean.
What is number 5?
Homeowners need to understand the location and the operation of their electric panel, where the circuit breakers are located, what they control. Hopefully they're marked. If they're not, to try to work with someone to get them marked properly so that you understand how to reset a tripped circuit breaker.
All right, tip number 4.
I recommend that people know how to fix a squeaky door. You can pop the hinge pin out and put a little Vaseline on it. It's a very easy repair. And put those hinge pins back in, the squeak will be stopped normally for a year or 2.
All right, moving on now, we're at the top 3 tips that every homeowner needs to know.
Homeowners need to know the location of their water cutoff valves. You have a cutoff valve in your water meter box outside. It's a good idea to look at it and just understand. It requires a special key, but you can buy that key at the big box stores, the home centers. So it's a good idea to know the location of every single cutoff valve in your house should you have a break in a plumbing pipe.
Tip number 2.
You need to understand drainage, a little bit about drainage. I use what I call the basketball theory of drainage. Drop a basketball next to your foundation. If it rolls away, you have good drainage. If it rolls next to the house, you have a problem, and that can cause basement leaks, mold, mildew problems, foundation cracking, settling problems. So it's very important to understand all the aspects of drainage.
All right, John, that brings us to our number 1 home repair tip. What is it?
You need to keep your house from exploding. Exploding houses are not a good idea. And
that's a pretty good tip.
Your water heater has a safety valve. Many of you may have heard that occasionally homes do explode because the water heater explodes and it builds up too much pressure. Some of the older houses, the pressure valve may have gone bad, or it may not even have a pressure valve. Make sure that you understand where the pressure valve is located on top of your water heater, and you can actually test it. You can lift the little lever to make sure that it's working properly. And that drains to a line outside your house into a visible location. So if you see water coming out that drain, that means the pop-off valve has failed and needs to be replaced.
John, thank you so much. These were great tips. We want to thank the housing guru, John Mulkey, for all of the top 10 home repair tips that every homeowner should know.